my name is Ellen Greene. I'm the executive director of the Y here in Stoughton, and now the mic is on, so I'm getting there just slowly. And we're very happy to host this event for many reasons. Mostly because we're very much of a community-oriented organization, which I think most of you know. We're also a charity, and I don't know how many of you know that. What we do for our community is manyfold, and I don't want to spend a lot of time, touting the ways of the Y. Everybody knows we do gym and swim. You all know that. But it's not just the gym and swim that's so important. It's the 500 kids a day that we have at camp. It's the probably 280 kids we have here for after school and childcare. It's the seniors that participate in our programs, do enhanced fitness. It's the Live Strong programs for those people who are experiencing cancer. It's for the people who have diabetes that need support. There's just so much that we do, and I don't know how much you all know about that. So I wanted to share that information with you. I want you to know how much we do for the community and how much we want to continue to do for the community. And the more that you participate with us, the better that is. So we're happy you're here, and we hope you have a wonderful time tonight, and thank you very much.
Hi. I think everybody knows me. I'm Terry Schneider from the Chamber of Commerce. I'm the executive director. And I also thank everybody for attending here. I also would like to thank Ellen and the Y for being so hospitable. And I'd like to thank Mike Simarco for providing all of the food. And there's a lot of it. So, and also Stop and Shop provided us the beverages, and there also will be a nice full sheet cake coming out later on as well. And I'd like to thank the young ladies who are helping us serve the food. Really appreciate that. I think everybody's from one of the pantries. Thanks. And I also want to thank Peg Carbone. She's my chief operating officer over there doing the food. Peg's, go ahead, sorry. Peg is the person that you sometimes see advertised in the Penny Saver, who goes out every Thursday and collects food from all over the place and brings it to the pantry. So Peg's a remarkable person, one of the soldiers, as we say. So what we're going to do is we have 2 serving stations. We thought that would be better than 1. And we're going to start with food, and then we'll move on to the awards. So without further ado, I would like to invite Senator Walter F. Timilty to come up and say hi. He was kind enough to come down and meet us and provide a little bit of a surprise in a little bit. Thank you. That's the wire.
Thank you very much, Tony, and thank you all. It's my privilege to be here with you tonight. Although it is a brief appearance, my apologies for that. I'm also sponsoring a band concert in Avon tonight, which I scheduled back in, I believe, February. So it's a brief appearance, but I simply want to express my gratitude on behalf of myself and Representative Bill Galvin and Representative Lou KAFKA for what you do. We are under no illusions. Chambers of Commerce all across America are the driving force behind our economies. And there are a lot of great things happening in Stoughton right now, and I am well aware, as Rep. KAFKA and Rep. Galvin, that the Stoughton Chamber is a big part of the great things that are going on in the town of Stoughton right now. And so I just want to thank you. I know there's some big awards being bestowed upon a business tonight and a person. Rep. KAFKA, Rep. Galvin, and myself have offered recognition in both the State Senate and the House of Representatives, honoring each and every one of our honorees tonight, which will be presented to you later on. Rep. KAFKA and Rep. Galvin attended a caucus in the House of Reps today after our Constitutional Convention. It just adjourned about a half hour ago, so they are making their way here. I suspect that Rep. KAFKA will be here first, and I actually unfortunately have to run, but I just want to congratulate our anonymous honorees as of right now for their great accomplishments and their great contributions to the community. I also would like to salute our fire and our police who are here tonight. I believe Chief McNamara is in the back. And our firefighters, thank you. I had a wonderful Firefighter Sunday with you last week. So to all of you, thank you. And once again, I'd just like to thank our Chamber of Commerce for the leadership you provide in this great community of Stoughton, and thank you for what you do for all of us. Have a wonderful night, and thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The
citation.
Wait, picture? Picture? Let me grab a picture.
Absolutely.
Good, thank you. I thought you wanted a picture of my wife.
Thanks, Tony.
Thanks, Ed. I appreciate it. Yep, no problem. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's right. Thank you. Okay, as the senator is leaving, I want to give him another warm applause. Hope that didn't sound funny. I didn't mean we were applauding him for leaving. But he does have a prior engagement, and as we did say, Lou KAFKA and Bill Galvin are on their way in, so I'm going to take a chance and actually get started, and maybe we'll get lucky, and just at the right time, Lou will walk in the door. Okay, I'm going to need my glasses for this. Sean McKernan from Apex Auto Body, could you step to the front, please, wherever you are? Oh, you're already in the front. Hi. Hi. How are you? So, Sean and Apex Auto Body are getting the Stoughton Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, and I'm going to do my best to try to read it. The lighting is not great for me, but we'll see how we do. Okay, the Business of the Year plaque is awarded to a Stoughton Chamber of Commerce member or organization in recognition of their dedication, work ethics, innovative practices, sustainability, and active involvement in the community. Through presentation of this plaque, the Stoughton Chamber of Commerce, sorry, very dark here, thanks you for your participation as a member and for helping our chamber become a better organization. It is due to the willingness and generosity of our chamber members and their respective businesses that enables the Stoughton Chamber of Commerce to advocate for the business community and allows us to accomplish the many goals and objectives set forth in our mission statement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to come up again afterwards. You want to say something?
Yeah, if I can do it now.
Just to me?
No, I'll address you.
Yes. They're all dressed.
They're all dressed,
Yeah.
so I don't need to address them?
You don't need to dress them.
Okay. Good evening. It's a privilege, I guess, to stand here and receive this award tonight. I want to thank Terry and Joanne, Chris, and Jeffrey up there, the chamber members I do know. If this is your way to get me to a meeting, I guess it worked. I've been a member of the chamber for, I think, maybe 10 years now, and I'm unfortunately, with other commitments in my life and a young family and some Masonic work I do, it eats up a lot of my time. I have a couple of people to thank, and they're all pretty much in this room, if not some of them. I want to thank my staff, number one. This award is a team award. I don't accept it as an individual. I have the privilege of having staff members that have been with me maybe 10 years plus in my 14 years of business. The continuity and the commitment from them, have made this award something that was achieved. It took 17 years to achieve it. 13, but if I can, I'll introduce my staff. I'll start maybe with my longest employee, George, if you would please rise. George ventured into my shop, I think in 2005 and over the past 13 years, has probably spent nearly half his life with me. He's a brother to me. Obviously, my family are in Ireland, and George has been a go-to guy, and he opens the door in the morning for me, and he closes it when I leave. So I couldn't ask for a better employee. If I had 10 of him, I'd be a very lucky man. I have Rachel, my secretary, who's been with me, I think, for about 5 years or so. Brett, who's come and gone, and back again and gone again. He's been there over the past 13 years. Louis, please rise. Louis has been with me about 4 years. And then Artie, my car salesman, I guess we'd call you, Artie. Is that your title? Yeah. So, and Bobby's here as a guest. And then my beautiful wife, Kelly, is here. My 2 daughters, Caitlin and Kira. Kira wants to come up and say a few words when we're done, right, Kira? When I moved to Stoughton in 2004, I did have a partner, and that kind of dissolved pretty quick, so I was left holding the baby on 950 Washington Street. It was a tough load to carry. The rent was high, and the work was starting out, as you know, to build a business from the ground up is an achievement that isn't easy. My brother was actually with me that summer when we dissolved the partnership with my old partner, and I got to attribute some of that success to him. Otherwise, the first couple of months may not have resulted in the business I have today. I also want to thank a couple of members that aren't here, but key figures in Stoughton that helped me along the way. And I think Mike, who prepared the food, was always a person I could call if I needed something around town hall. Maybe ask and maybe do it and then seek forgiveness was something that was done maybe on occasion. Dennis Gator was a prime friend of mine in the move from Washington Street over to Park Street. We moved in 2012. Who else am I missing up there? Billy Angelos, and my good friend Bernie is down there, who put in my fire system. So all those names and friends are not forgotten in the transition from my previous location on Washington to where I am now on Park Street. If I do miss somebody, I apologize. I want to thank the bank. I see Randolph is here. They provided the funding, which allowed me to purchase the property back in 2012. Who else have I got? And my good friend Dick. I know Richard Phillips, Town Spa Pizza. I had the pleasure of meeting him through the Masons, and I think we've known each other now for about 10 years. And he's a light that I kind of look to. He was maybe a father I didn't have here, but somebody I could always turn to and ask a question, and he would never guide me wrong. So I want to thank you for that, Dick. All right. So in closing, I just want to thank again the Chamber. If we have to meet again, Joanne knows I like to kind of fly under the radar, so I don't like the spotlight that often. But I want to thank again the Chamber, and obviously the community is Stoughton. For without my customers, I wouldn't have any business. So thank you again.
That was very nice. Can never get enough of that Australian accent. Just joking. So Sean is part right. That is how we get him to come to things, is by giving him awards. But it's a lot deeper than that. I've broken the mirror off of my car a couple of times, and it starts there with informal conversation. Cost me a couple of bucks to do that, but it's worth it just to get him here. So again, there's going to be a delayed surprise, which many of you have probably already figured out, and so we're going to move on, and then Sean will probably be coming up again to meet with us. Oh yes, so. And we have another award that I still can't see. I know it's there somewhere. 2016 Business Person of the Year goes to Dick Phillips of Town Spa Family Restaurant. Come on up, Dick. Come on up. Okay, I'll again do my best to try to read this if I can find some light. The Business Person, hi. Oh yeah.
Hey, Terry.
Thank you. The Business Person of the Year award is presented to someone who serves as an example of a dedicated leader, contributor, and caretaker of the spirit of entrepreneurship while serving the business and overall community. The conduct of the recipient and their company must be such as they are considered above reproach with regard to ethics, quality, and service, thus projecting a positive community image. And then there's that other paragraph that I read earlier, so it's not changing. So Dick Phillips, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's move over a little bit in a sec. Excellent. Want to say a couple of words?
You want me to speak?
Yeah.
This could be a big mistake. He offered me the mic, and sometimes I don't put it down for a while. So while we're waiting for somebody to come 45 minutes from now, I'll still be talking when he comes in the door. There's so many friends in this room, acquaintances. Sean, thank you very much for all your kind words. My family's here, all of us. Stoughton is a place where family businesses grow. Sean has one. He has family there, and I have one. All my family works at the town spa. And there's many different families that work there. The mothers, the fathers, the children, grandchildren, they work at the town spa. They've been there for years. I have people there that have been there for 60 years. We've only been in business for 62 years. I just had a man retire with 54 years. But it's business, they come, they stay. There must be a reason why they stay. It's a family type of situation. They go to weddings, they go to parties, they go there. I have family in the office, of course, chance that I can take a little time off now. And they've been wanting me to take off the time for a long time. They didn't want me around really that much for the last 10 years. But I still go in. No, I'm still there. And I'm glad they're all here. My wife, my daughters, my grandson, and son-in-laws, they're here to witness this thing. And I'm very proud to be the Businessman of the Year. I have the Randolph Savings Bank here to represent me also. Since I'm a director on the Randolph Savings Bank, there's quite a few people here that come to me, and Sean was one of them. Sean was one that says, I said, you need some money, Sean. I can make a connection for you, Sean. You can buy that business, no problem. Isn't that right, Sean? It was always on the table for him. I needed them off my street. He was renting this building. I said, Sean, just get out of here. Just leave. We'll find you a new place. And I was right there behind him, pushing him. And like I have done with a few other people here, maybe you help them out, word of mouth, pass out their business cards. And I really enjoy being in Stoughton all my life. And my dad, and everything was passed down to me. And it's just a good thing to have a family business. Someday the girls will be in the body shop. Yep, and they're shaking their heads over there. That'd be nice. And Kelly's a wonderful girl to put up with Sean for all those nights he's not at home that I have him at the Masonic Lodge. And we're traveling 3 or 4 nights a week. And pretty soon he won't have to do that as much. But I really appreciate the bank being here. The CEO of Randolph Savings Bank is right here, Jim McDonough. Would you please stand, Jim? The manager of the Stoughton branch, Mark, is here, and other directors are here. And Michael Samaco. We've been friends for a long time. I say probably 50 years, huh, Mike? Way back. And there's many people here, sons of people. Mr. Tyer's here. I knew his father very well. And again, we're all still in Stoughton here. We're all pushing, and it's good to be here at the Y and to support Stoughton Chamber of Commerce. There's nothing but good things that come out of this. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dick. Also, I wanted to mention, I read what the awards state in the professional capacity. But when we were thinking about who to give awards to, I think one of the things that came to mind is that, as many of you know, the Chamber of Commerce does a lot to support the food pantries. We have an event called Doing for Diane. I'm sure you all know about it. Many of you attend it. I think we're in our 13th year at this point. We have raised over $200,000 for our food pantries, and thank you. And it's because of people like Sean and Dick Phillips who have helped us do that. They've always been very generous in contributing to those things. Also, I want to remind you that the Chamber Awards are not specific to what these folk do for the Chamber, but actually much more for the community. So that is why they receive these awards, is how they have many times behind the scenes. I know that both Dick and Sean have supported many of the different sports in towns. You certainly see the shirts in the back. It says Apex Auto Body or Town Spot Pizza. That's what these 2 awards are for these people, is for the support that they've given and provided to the community. So I want to thank you again. Also, I'd just like to briefly recognize the fact that we do have a table here that is reserved that are folks who work with the food pantries. They felt it important to be here in recognizing the 2 of you for what you have done for the pantries. So I thank them. Why don't you guys take a stand for a moment, please? Our pantry people. These are folk who do that pantry stuff every week. They show up every single week, and they help their clients who certainly need their help. Chamber tends to get recognition for things because we try to gather the funds, we try to advocate, but it's the people who are in the trenches, it's the soldiers in the trenches who are actually doing the work, and that's what these, I believe it's all young ladies today. I know there's some gentlemen as well. Is there a gentleman here from the pantry as well? I believe so. So thank you again to you folk. So I'm going to ask Sean to come on back up again, because we have a little bit of a special surprise, not to suggest that our beautiful plaque wasn't enough, but we have something even more interesting and important.
Oh, thank you.
We're going to give you Lou KAFKA. You can keep him for a year. All right, Lou, come on over to the microphone and do your thing. Let me get around you. Oh, sorry.
Do you have Walters? I first want to start off by apologizing for being late. As the senator probably mentioned, we were in Constitutional Convention today, and after that, the House met in a caucus, the Democrats. We were supposed to be doing a marijuana bill tomorrow, based on the law that was passed a couple of years ago. But after the caucus, that's been delayed because there were too many questions left unanswered. But that caucus ended at 6, and it's taken me an hour and 20 minutes or so to get back from Boston at this time of night. So I apologize to you. I apologize to everybody. Representative Galvin had to go to a wake in Somerville, and he's that much further behind me, so we're not waiting, and he may not get here until 9 o'clock. So, but on behalf of my colleagues, Senator Timilty, Representative Galvin, we have citations tonight to present to some special people. And on behalf of my colleagues that are in the State Senate and the State House, I'd like to present a official citation from the State Senate. Be it known that the Massachusetts Senate hereby extends its congratulations to Apex Auto Body in recognition of being named the 2016 Stoughton Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year. Be it further known that the Massachusetts Senate extends its best wishes for continued success, that the citation be duly signed by the President of the Senate and attested to, and a copy thereof transmitted by the Clerk of the Senate. It's signed by the Senate President, Stan Rosenberg, by the Senate Clerk, William Welch, and it was offered by Senator Walter Timilty on June 14, 2017. I have a House citation, which I will not read. Also,
Sorry, we have to do is come up at the same time just to save some time. Make sure it's the same.
whatever you want. You're the boss.
Yeah, please. Dick, why don't you come on up also? Just because I know we're running a little bit late on time, and basically it's would be very simple thing.
We're not much better organized in the legislature. So. And to Dick, I want to present, and I'll read the House citation to you, and you also have one from the Senator. Be it hereby known to all that the Massachusetts House of Representatives offers its sincerest congratulations to Dick Phillips in recognition of his being named the 2017 Business Person of the Year by the Stoughton Chamber of Commerce. The entire membership extends its very best wishes and expresses the hope of future good fortune and continued success in all endeavors. Given the 14th day of June 2017, signed by the Speaker of the House, Robert A. DeLeo, Representative Bill Galvin, and myself, and to both of you, congratulations for receiving this very big honor. Both of you are part of what makes, along with the Chamber, are part of what makes Stoughton the community that it is to live in, to have your kids go to school in, to eat, get your cars fixed, whatever. And so again, congratulations. This is for you.
We'll get a picture with all of us.
Right.
Okay, put the film in. But that's such an old joke now, right? Put the film in.
And thank you once again, Representative KAFKA. The letter of recommendation that I had drafted from your office was a tipping point to get into BC, so I still appreciate that. So yes, now we're going to do the presentation of the Caught You Doing Something Good awards. So these awards are really special because they are nominated by the people in this community for doing something really good, whether at the workplace or elsewhere, for others, for the community in general, just unsung heroes, people who don't often get the recognition that they truly deserve. So what's going to happen for these awards, or I'm going to name each recipient, and then the person who sponsored them is going to come up and tell us why they deserve the award. Everybody in here is very, very deserving, and I cannot wait to hear about all the great deeds of everyone who's going to be speaking up here tonight. So your first recipient of the evening is nominated by Ellen, but I believe Mary might be coming up to read the citation. And the recipient, please give a huge round of applause for Lieutenant Buddy O'Neill of the Stoughton Fire Department. This is a different guy. We got
Yeah, okay. You gotta go by my order. It's all right. Hold on a second.
All three of you have to come up. Hi, I'm Mary Coulter Bennett. On behalf of the Stoughton Y, I'm here to recognize and honor the members of the Stoughton Fire Department. We're so fortunate to have such a great group of professionals who always respond to the Y when we need them. Anything from medical emergencies to helping gently squeeze a child out of a space they've accidentally wedged themselves into, which, by the way, has happened more than once. We deeply appreciate the support of the Stoughton firefighters by their participation as a team in our Spin-a-thon fundraiser event earlier this year. Their energy and enthusiasm helped to make the day a big success. As role models to the children of this community, they always accept our invitation to come to our camp in the summer and allow the kids to try on their firefighter gear and climb on the fire truck. These are experiences that our campers look forward to every single summer. Good physical health is key to keeping our firefighters in top condition. To just take a moment to recognize Lieutenant Buddy O'Neill, who is in this building working out several times a week. He's never looked better, right? He's been our go-to guy on several occasions and has even jumped off his spin bike to go assist whenever we need him. We want you to know that we are proud to have your presence among us. To all of the members of the Stoughton Fire Department, you make us feel safe. The role that you play in our community is so much more than that of firefighters. You bring compassion, strength, and courage to your jobs every day. You are truly the backbone of our community, and we truly appreciate all that you do for us. As many of you know, I am married to a police officer, and I love police officers, but I have a very soft spot in my heart always for firemen. Everyone knows that. Among us today, we have three members representing the Stoughton Fire Department, and I would like to recognize Deputy Scott Greene in the middle, Lieutenant Buddy O'Neill, and Firefighter Tim Callahan that are all representing the Stoughton Fire Department. Thank you.
You can skip your list and just go by the ones I hand you. Okay. Your sponsors right now.
All right. Congratulations. The next award was sponsored by Terry and Joanne, and this is for Mike Samarco. A round of applause, please, for Mike.
I'll do the presenting because Joanne's doing the pictures. Mike, can you come up? Are you able to come up over here? Thank you, Mike. So while Mike's getting up here, all of the things that I say about Mike, I've said before. The food that he's provided here to us tonight, we're just one of the many organizations, nonprofits, and so forth that Mike cooks food for. I know he works with Immaculate Conception Church, probably the other churches as well, would be my guess. I don't know if you've done any work for the temple, because they're kosher.
My food is kosher.
Oh,
Italian.
yeah, they're kosher, he's Italian, so you gotta figure that one out. But Mike has also worked a lot with Council on Aging. I know there's a ton of different places, which I'll let Mike grab the mic and tell you a couple of places that he works with. But He's always been a stand-up guy, worked for many, many years as a volunteer with Babe Ruth, Little League, and now he basically is the guy who runs the kitchen at Sons of Italy. So Mike was kind enough when we were looking around to see, who could help us with the meal. Mike stepped forward, and what a hell of a meal it's been. So I want to thank Mike. We want to award Mike with the certificate of recognition. Under my glasses. Sorry.
Says Mike Samaco was the best.
It says Mike Samaco. Basically, that's what it says. I'm just going to read this one, and we won't have to read it again. I don't think unless Wes wants to read it again. But the Court You're Doing Something Good certificate is presented to an individual who has been caught going above and beyond in the care and service of others, whether on the job or in his or her volunteerism within the community. Through presentation of this certificate of recognition, the Stoughton Chamber acknowledges the time, effort, and enthusiasm demonstrated in serving the public. Your dedication and commitment to excellence bring a sense of pride to the entire community. And there's that last paragraph, which I'm not going to keep reading, about the willingness and the Stoughton Chamber of Commerce accomplishments and all that stuff. But it all is applicable to what Mike does for the community. And we thank Mike, and Joanne and I are the ones that chose to catch Mike, but everything is voted on by the board. So Mike Samaco, congratulations.
Thank you.
You want to say a couple words?
You want me to talk?
Well,
So how long do I have? 2 minutes?
you're all done.
Listen, there's a lot of great people here. Believe me. Sean, Vicky. Everyone's great here because they're kind. And that's the bottom line. Thank you.
Thank you.
And another round of applause for Mike. Okay, your next award recipient was nominated by Joanne, and this one is for Dr. Arthur Malik. Let's make some noise.
Hi, everybody. We weren't going to go through a whole meeting without me getting up and saying some stuff, but Joanne recognized Arthur, and Arthur's done a lot of stuff besides what Joanne has recognized him for, and thank you, Arthur, for being part of our chamber, and just all-around great guy. And who knew he hosted Ellen's Roast, which some of you may have been there. He was amazing. So Joanne caught you doing something good. Arthur has donated his time and talent at the annual Stoughton Rabies Clinic Pet Vaccination Program. I'm not sure what that is, but it appears that you... I don't live in Stoughton, and so my pets don't have Arthur's great care, unfortunately. But Joanne recognized you for that, and thank you for everything you do, Arthur. You've been caught.
Oh, hey, I'm covering up with my speech. All right. Oh, hey, we get a picture. And thanks for bringing Tina to something.
Thank you.
Terry?
Yeah.
I'm not doing this one, am I?
No.
No. Bernie.
We'll call you up again when Joanne's supposed to go up.
Oh, okay.
All right. Tall individual. Okay, so our next award recipient was sponsored by Jeffrey Pickett. And this award, let's hear a huge round of applause. Apologies if I do not do well by the last name, but Elise Fabregas. Let's keep that round of applause going.
Hi, everybody. Thank you very much. So I just want to tell you a little bit about Elise's story. Come on up. Would maybe if we could have Mr. Colantonio, Mr. Kelly from the middle school join Elise up here on stage, just so you could hear this great story. So I think every teacher's dream would be that they impart knowledge on their student, and then that student's able to take what they learn in the classroom and apply it in a real-life situation. So Mr. Kelly is a physical education and health teacher at the O'Donnell Middle School. Elise is a 6th grade student, and she was in Mr. Kelly's health class and learning about CPR and some basic first aid. And so Elise has a new baby sister, and while in the hospital with the new baby sister, noticed that her new baby sister was choking. And so Elise stepped right into action and helped save her baby sister. And the hospital staff was so impressed with this story that they reached out to Mr. Colantonio, the principal at the middle school, to tell him how impressed they were with Elise, who, you were 11 or 12 at the time?
11.
11 at the time doing this. And so this story got attention first in the O'Donnell Middle School, but then got some attention from some good press for a change for Stoughton in the greater media, the news stations picking it up, and even the Boston Celtics honoring Elise as a hero among us, which they do in the first half of basketball games at the TD Garden. So when I read this story, I just thought that this is exactly what our Caught You Doing Something Good program is all about, and just great to see that you took something that you learned in the classroom and put it to good use, and couldn't think of a better use than that. So I just want to congratulate you and Mr. Kelly, Mr. Colantonio, and the O'Donnell Middle School community, and present you with this award from the Stoughton Chamber of Commerce in recognition of your efforts.
I am honored to be here tonight, but I wouldn't be here tonight if it weren't for Mr. Chad Kelly. I was lucky to be in his class at the time when he was teaching me infant choking and CPR, and I wouldn't have saved my sister if it weren't for him. Thank you.
One more round of applause for Elise. So young and so much more to accomplish. That's fantastic. Yes. So your next recipient was also caught by Jeffrey. This one is for, please round of applause for Officer Robert Kuhn of the Stoughton Police Department.
First of all, I want to thank Officer Kuhn for joining us. You can get closer, I won't bite. For joining us. He's actually down in military training over the last couple of weeks. So thank you for taking time to be able to come back up from that and join us this evening. So back a few months ago, Officer Kuhn was responding to a minor motor vehicle accident, and a child was in the car in the accident. And so to comfort the child and to help keep that child warm, Officer Kuhn puts the child in his cruiser, and instead of the computer, which is in the front seat of the cruiser, which usually used to read license plate numbers, instead Officer Kuhn puts the Mickey Mouse Club on, and to help comfort this child in what would have been an uncomfortable and scary situation, and really putting this child at ease. And so I just thought that was something that, the police respond to so many different calls every day, but this just was an example, and there are plenty of them at the Stoughton Police Department where our officers are going above and beyond, and that certainly was something that you didn't have to do, but just, again, was a perfect caught you doing something good action to make this child feel comfortable and to feel at ease. So thank you for doing that, and for going above and beyond what you do and helping keep our town safe. So thank you. We also have Chief McNamara here, if you'd like to join us for the picture. I'm sorry, I should have called Chief McNamara up. Let's give a round of applause for Chief McNamara.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Officer Kuhn. Your next individual, your next award recipient was recognized by Peg Carbone. And please, huge round of applause for Ruth Carmelin Rice.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Yes? Okay. You've had a wonderful bunch of speakers tonight, and your luck just ran out because I'm not a good speaker. But I feel this is important. As you may know, many of you know, I go around Stoughton every Thursday, and I do everything I can to make people aware of the need at the food pantries. So every now and then I run into someone who's also helping. And that's what happened with Ruth. One of the places I pick up on Thursdays is the Stoughton Senior Center. And I usually get about a carriage full of food, or sometimes even a heavy carriage full of food. And what she does is she teaches a Zumba class, and she asks for food donations instead of money. She does that once a week. And I think people like that deserve to be recognized. So, Ruth, wonderful.
Thank you. Tonight, I want to start a campaign to rename the Council on Aging to the Council on Living and Aging, because at 5 o'clock on Tuesdays, we're rocking in that dance class.
True.
We dance to everything from Pitbull to Paul Simon. It's amazing how many people come each week. We raise buckets of food. Annually, we have a festival right in this room. It's co-led by the Zumba Gold class and my Moving and Grooving class at the Senior Center. And in 2 hours of dance, we fill 2 grocery carts full of food just by dancing. So if we can all just kind of pause and say, let's dance, let's donate food, we're all set. If anybody has a connection to the Ellen DeGeneres show, we've been trying to get on her show because she likes to dance. So put in a plug for us to show up on the Ellen DeGeneres show, because we'll dance. Thank you.
Thank you, Peg and Ruth. Excellent, very important cause there. Your next sponsor is once again going to be Terry. And this award, please, huge round of applause for Diderot Joseph.
So, Diderot owns a company called J&J Media, and J&J Media, it's been a year now, hasn't it?
3 years. It's been a while.
It's been 3 years already? Yeah. Wow. So like I said, it's been 3 years that there has been this wonderful digital billboard up on Route 24. It's physically sits on the south side, but it faces the north side of the road. Right around BJ's, where BJ's Wholesale is, would be on the other side. And not only has Diderot helped the community in general, the town and so forth, but so far every time I've come to him with different events, we had a lot of Stuff the Truck events, Doing It for Diane events, community events. I've turned some other people on to Diderot, like Stoughton Day. I believe you're doing something with Stoughton Day, which is Community Events Committee on June 24th for those people who are around. And I wanted to recognize Diderot for providing also a full week on the board for an auction a live auction we did at the Doing It with Diane event. So that is why I am recognizing Diderot Joseph, J&J Media, and here he is.
Thank you. Can I say a couple words? Oh, we have to do this then.
Excellent.
All right.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
again.
Thank you, Diderot.
All right. The next award recipient was nominated by Joanne, and please, round of applause for Bernie Planetta.
So Joanne, again, caught someone doing something good, and Bernie does all things good. I've had the pleasure of working with Bernie on the Doing It for Diane committee, all sorts of stuff that Bernie does, but Joanne caught him for all of the time he spent helping the AMVETs in the town of Stoughton. He helps many veterans who have served our country. Bernie Planetta, you are a true American, and the Stoughton Chamber and the AMVETs thank you for all you do.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Joanne.
Thanks, Bernie.
Oh, you want to
I want to speak, yes. Oh, of course. Never refuse a moment to speak. I'm going to second the motion to change the Council on Aging to Council on Living and Aging because I heard buckets of food mentioned, and that's an important thing. Mike Samarco, I'd like a round of applause for the fantastic meal we had this evening. I've enjoyed Mike's meals at the Sons of Italy for 20 years. And I'm a business owner in Stoughton, and I'm really going to age myself now because this is my 50th year of consecutive volunteerism. I'm in 7 organizations, the president or on the board of all 7. I've got the problem right now with sciatic nerve, but I'm driving to Chicago on Sunday, so wish me luck. Actually, I did something good yesterday as well. I always try to do something good. That's how my mom raised me. And at the post office yesterday, there was a lady. I thought she was struggling to cross the street, so I helped her. And we got across, and she said, "What the hell are you bothering me for? I'm waiting for a cab on the other side." Thank you, and keep volunteering.
Thank you, Bernie, and good luck with that drive. So, your final recipient of the evening was nominated by Chris Petrie, and can we have a warm round of applause for Gary Marino?
So I was lucky enough to have Gary let me work for him for probably about 4 years. In the comedy world, Gary owns a production company called Harmon Marino Productions, and I traveled around with comedians doing sound and with Gary and his World Gone Crazy band. And I met Gary at a fundraiser. I was volunteering to raise money for a friend of mine with the Medway Youth Hockey Program, and I ran sound for Gary's band, where he was also helping raise money for a mutual friend. And then our relationship started, and Gary gives all the time. So it was very easy to catch him. So as Dick and so many other people were saying, I don't live in Stoughton. I've worked in Stoughton for 35 years. But Stoughton has a draw, and Stoughton has a lot of great people. And that's why I chose to stay in Stoughton when the business I worked for closed. And I wanted to stay in Stoughton, and luckily found another job in Stoughton at Huggett & Ewing. And I brought Gary into the fold, into what we do in the chamber, and all you had to do was ask. So Gary was the MC and did an incredible job at my roast. And then I hit Gary up again. He's a very busy man, and he still did. He was far away, he's not close, and he didn't even hesitate. He just said yes, and he hosted and MC'd our Doing It for Diane fundraiser this year to help us raise money for the food pantries. And so I just wanted to catch you doing something good, Gary. Come on over.
Hey, Chris, what am I supposed to do up here? Talk like this? Thank you. That's much better. Okay, so that is the awards, and I thank everybody for coming. We're not leaving yet, but I want to thank everybody for coming to these. I thank all of the sponsors and wish great things for all the recipients. They've done a wonderful job. It just goes to prove that you never know when and who's watching, and that's what Caught You Doing Something Good is all about. It's really about small details. Some of these have been a little bit bigger details, but small things people do. The first Caught You Doing Something Good was actually someone that I caught, which was a young lady who was an employee of Panera Cafe. I was sitting there reading my paper, and I was watching her, cleaning the windows, and I knew that her job was to clean the interior of the windows, but she stepped outside because she didn't like how those windows looked, and that's what it's all about. It's a small detail, but something I just happened to notice, that she didn't just do the job that she was told to do, she did the job that was supposed to be done, and that's what it's all about with catching people doing something good. I know that Lisa, are you here still, Lisa? Oh, Lisa left. So, Ellen, would you want to?
It's kind of awkward, but I can do it quick. I can do it from here. I just wanted to encourage all of you to participate in our annual campaign to help kids go to camp. I did talk about it earlier, but we are at the end of our year, so our year ends June 30th. And anybody who finds it in their heart that wants to support Stoughton kids, or Randolph kids, because it's Stoughton, Randolph, Canton, it's all of our kids in our neighborhood. But anybody who'd like to support us, we would greatly appreciate it, and we know it will go, you should know that it will go to something extremely excellent and wonderful. So if anybody wants to talk to me about it afterward, they can. Lisa's on our board, she was the one who wanted to speak, but thank you very much.
Thank you, Ellen. And while I'm thanking Ellen, I'll thank Ellen one more time. I'm sure you people have been to plenty of these types of functions, and maybe some of you wonder or don't wonder how all of this happens, and it's because of people like Ellen and the folks that work here who configured this room for us and put all the tables and chairs out, and we'll put all the tables and chairs back away, and those are the unsung heroes that we don't always recognize. So I would like to recognize those people before you applaud. I also want to mention, Mike Simarco does a wonderful job, but he's also a captain of a team of people who cook over at Sons of Italy. So it's also what they have done, for us in preparing the meal. Mike was certainly kind enough to provide for us, but again, the unsung heroes are those people that are behind the scenes. Same thing with the chambers, a lot of people who put all these things together to make them work, and we do appreciate that. In fact, we have a board meeting tomorrow here at 7:45 in the morning, so that's part of what we do. I want to thank West Hazard again for coming and being our MC, and Wes, if I recall, your website is weshazard.com. Okay, WESHAZARD.com. Wes also recently wrote a pretty interesting book, which I bought a copy and he autographed for me, and I've been reading it. Wes, give me the name one more time.
Questions for Terrible People.
Questions for Terrible People. No, it was not written for me specifically, though you may think. And I want to thank all of you again for coming and enjoying what we've done here. We've certainly enjoyed having you all here. We have a wonderful cake from Stop and Shop that Ellen has been generous enough to slice up for us, so please enjoy some cake. There's coffee there as well, and again, thank you very much.